I wasn't going to do Travel Chronicles today, but, sometimes things happen. It's not just an easy, calm night at home. So I was thinking about letting it just sit and marinate over the weekend and then, put my thoughts down maybe Monday morning. But just a lot going through my head, and I think it's more important for me to just get the reaction down that I have right now. So last night, my son had to do something difficult. He had to tell his coach that he wasn't going to play a sport next year. And I think it's difficult for him because it's a sport that he's played for 10 years. This would be his 11th year. I think he's been playing since first grade, and it's his senior year coming up. And I've talked to him before about, are you sure that, this is the decision you want to make, that you don't want to do this? And he's like, yeah. He's like, no, I came to the conclusion during the season this year that this was it. He was done. It wasn't something he wanted to be a part of anymore. And, I'm proud of him for, kind of, I won't say standing up for himself, but, removing himself from a bad situation, because that's what it is. And I think and I've had this, happen to me, and I've looked back at things in life. It's like, look, if something's bad and you don't have to do it, you need to get out of it. Now, there's certain things that are worth doing that you've got to work through the bad. But, a high school sport, it's optional. It's not something you have to do. If it's not something that's helping you and you're not growing, you're not enjoying it, then you don't need to do that. That's not an imperative thing to do in life, is to suffer through a season because of a particularly bad coach or a bad situation. So, I'm proud of him for recognizing that situation, for removing himself from it. And he did finish last year. He did play out the full year. And this is, a break between seasons. And, now's when the summer stuff would start. And he's like, look, I'm not going to play. The coach is like, look, don't make that decision now. And I'm like, dude, he made this decision in February. This isn't a June decision just because he got a text the other day that you're going to start conditioning. It was a decision he made in February at the end of the season, saying, I'm not going to play anymore because this is so horrible. And it was the first time, probably the first season of any sport that he's played. He's played a lot of sports. He played baseball, basketball, he did swimming, just about anything, flag football, all the things like the kids do coming up. Like he did all those. He played sports in junior high, and it just got to a point where this is the first season where he's actually looked forward to the season being over, being done. Not like hanging on, man, I've gotten so much better, I want to keep playing, the team aspect is so great. No, it's like I want to be done. And that's a hard thing to watch your kid go through, to realize that they're just not enjoying it. Like, I enjoy watching them play, watching them compete, but I've told them, and I think this goes for anything in life, anything you do, at the heart of it is got to be something that you're doing for you, right? You can't go out and do something for somebody else. I don't want them to play basketball for me. I don't want them to run cross country for me. I don't want my daughter to play volleyball for me. She has to do it because she wants to do it. Same thing, he has to do it because he wants to do it. Because if you don't want to do it, if that's not your passion, then you're not going to be good at it. You're not going to get the most out of it. And I'd rather you put your time and your efforts into something that are going to be beneficial to you. If you do something for somebody else, you may hold some resentment back for them. It's like, well, I only did that for you. You made me do that. And I don't want that. own decisions in life, because at some point, I'm not going to be there to do something for you. I'm not going to be there and be the one that says, hey, you should do this, you need to do this. It won't be me. You're making your own decisions. And I think that's an important lesson to learn in life. If it's not something that's beneficial, that you're passionate about, then you need to spend your energy somewhere where it's going to benefit you, because at the end of the day, you have a finite amount of energy that you can spend. You have a finite amount of time that you can spend putting your energy into something, getting better at something. You have to do something that you're passionate about, because it'll be easier. Because then it won't be like spending time, because then you'll be wanting to get there. You'll be wanting to do that. And hopefully in life, that's your job. That's what you want to do. You want to do those type of things. Because if you get up in the morning, it's like, oh, I gotta go to work. Sometimes there's going to be days where you got to get through and you got to push through, and it's hard. And I've had those days. Maybe I'll save that for another conversation, for another day. But there was a 1.5 year period where it was hard. But there's you're looking at other people and it's like, I have to do this, and it's not that I'm doing it necessarily for them. Even I'm still at the heart of it doing what I'm doing for me, but knowing that I have to provide for them, and that's a little different motivation. You want to live inside, you want to eat. Those are powerful motivators, and you'll do what you need to do. That's when you need to do something. Playing a sport, you don't need to do that. And if it's something that's not only not enjoyable, but something that's bringing you down, then yeah, that's where you need to quit. And that's the one thing, though, because he's such a, he says he's introverted, but really I think he's a very empathetic individual. He doesn't want to hurt other people's feelings. He doesn't make other people feel bad, regardless of how they made him feel. And I wanted him to really lay it out how miserable it was playing the sport, doing something. And it's not about, oh, hey, I don't want to lose my senior year, I don't want to lose this opportunity. It's, yeah, having that opportunity to play, it's, it really is a once in a lifetime thing. But because the experience is so bad, he's willing to not even take that opportunity because it's so bad. And I don't think that point got across. It's like the coaching, the treatment, so bad that you got kids that don't want to play for you. And there's another kid in his class, and this is a group that in 8th grade won the local tournament. Like they're good enough. They could be really, really good. They could have been really good this year. But now they're down to, I think, 2 kids are left on that team. And one of the kids in 8th grade that's still there now didn't really play on that team. And then you got the star from that 8th grade team. He's still playing. And then everybody else on that team is quit basketball. Is no longer playing basketball, or is transferred to another school. And that's what happened this year. Another kid transferred to another school because he likes playing basketball that much, but he just can't stand playing at the school in the system that they're in. But all right, that's all today. I just want to get that out there. I am proud of him for standing up for himself, for making that decision, and he's not going to regret it. He's not. You can't live life with regrets. Don't do it. You make a decision, you live with the consequences. All right. Be safe. Stay COVID.